What is up, guys? It's Lost and Blocky, and welcome to episode 2 of our Minecraft series. Hopefully you guys are having a really good day. Today, in this episode, you might notice something a little bit different. I did a little bit of clearing of the trees just so I could get a rough idea of what we had to work with as far as building goes and everything like that. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, smash that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and definitely guys, come and join the Discord. So, my main goals for today are to tear down this little starter house, at least if nothing, build the foundation for what will be a more permanent house. I'm just going to clear away these sweet berries quick. But yeah, I want to tear this down, use that corner that we started building in though, and just expand it out in that direction and out towards us a bit. So we'll take an axe and we'll cut a bunch of this down, but what I'll do is I'll probably just tear the house down, guys, and then I'll probably come back when I have most of it done, and then we can actually start laying it out. Okay, so let me just sleep here quick so we don't get attacked by anything unnecessary while we take a look at this. But like I said, I'm going to keep the original corner and then we're just going to build out in either direction from there. I'm thinking an 11 by 11 square for now. And that way, if we want to like separate this off into like different rooms, we can, or if we want to make it just one big entranceway, we can do that too. But at least if we mark this out now, I'm definitely not gonna have the resources to finish this, but I want to start looking at setting up crops, and I want to start bringing some animals in, so we'll need some pens to hold them in, and we're on limited space because we're living on the side of this hill here. So I kind of want to make sure that I leave enough room for a decent size house. Let's just put a doorway in here quick. Yeah, like I said, I want to make sure that I leave enough space for a decent little house, and if I have to do some terraforming later on, I can. But at least I have a rough idea of how much space I have. I don't like how tight the wall is though, so I might just take a minute here, and without making the mountain look like a complete mess, I'm gonna just bring the hill out a tiny little bit. But when you're terraforming, make sure that you don't just like build straight walls. If you're gonna add height to something above, make sure you keep going down like I am, and make sure that there's like a nice, at least a stepping stool all the way up your mountain, just like this, so that if you need to get up there, you don't have to like run around and find a spot that you're able to climb up. We'll fix all this like permanently later on, but for now, at least it doesn't feel so claustrophobic in that corner if we're walking by the house. Yeah, for now that'll have to do. So I went ahead and I just used up the little bit of cobblestone that I had in my inventory. I also made a nice floor out of the same wood we were going to use in the first place, but this definitely gives us a much more realistic square footage as far as the starter house goes. I don't mind the little like overnight 3x3 buildings, but you have to get rid of those pretty quickly. And I usually have a pretty big storage system, so yeah, I had to upgrade that right away. So since we can't move water right now, I was gonna just come down here, but again, it's pretty tight. I might just get a shovel, clear away a little bit of this, but once again, I like to keep it natural looking. So instead of just cutting it out, we'll step it back really nice like this. My main goal for the video will hopefully be to get ourselves some animals, maybe a little bit of wheat to lure them in with, because if we can't get this wheat growing, and we don't find a wandering trader, which odds are we'll probably get some wheat before we see the wandering trader. But if we don't get wheat, we're not getting animals. If we don't get animals, we're not getting a decent amount of food. And if we're not getting a decent amount of food, then we're not going caving. So to me, once you get a house and you survive your first couple nights, my main goal is to like get a good crop going, make sure that I have a stable source of food so I don't have to go out every single day and just kill wild animals. There, I think that will do, especially considering I have what, like 6 seeds? Oh, 8 seeds, okay. So there you go, that is our amazing farm, just like that. So now we just gotta sit and wait for that all to grow. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the area behind us, but we'll find something nice to do. We're gonna sleep here quick just to make sure that nothing sneaks up on us. Like always, just gotta wait for the stars to come out. Strike 1, strike 2, third time's a charm. So when we wake up, we will discuss going after some animals. It sucks that we're in a spruce forest, but the bonus is behind us is that lake, and at the back of our house, if you go like 30 or 40 blocks, then you will see like this big ice mountain, which means there's actually not a lot of spawnable space for the game to put down mobs. Let's grab our first birch while we're down here. Add that to our wood type. I don't think I have oak yet, so we'll grab an oak tree. I'll worry about getting the saplings and everything, like whenever, right? We're gonna end up with so many saplings and stuff, it's not gonna matter. But we might as well grab a little bit of wood. Hopefully we will find animals pretty easily and we won't have to do a ton of walking, but if that's the case, then we'll just use this as a chance to go out and explore a little bit of our world. I have headed over like in this direction a little bit when I was cutting down trees and stuff, but I didn't see anything but snow and ice. And I actually think if I clear this spot away here, this might be a good spot to set up a quick pen, just so that we can at least get one of the 2 animals inside a pen. It's not going to be very big. I think it'll only hold like maybe a 5x5. Look, wandering traders. Let's go. See? Now I don't have to worry about my wheat growing. Thank you. There, that's a bonus. Now we can go clean out some inventory space. Well, really, I don't even need to do that. I more or less was just excited we finally found a wandering trader. Let's make some fence gates while we're here. And let's see if I cut this back a little tiny bit with my shovel. That just broke, of course. We're going to be working with wooden tools because I used all my cobblestone, making what little bit of the house that I could. And I cut down trees off camera, but I didn't want to do a bunch of stuff. I didn't want to go caving and have a bunch of like ores and stuff when you guys came back from the first episode, so I kind of just hung around on the surface. Like I said, I cleared away a little bit of stuff so that I kind of had a rough idea of where everything would go. But I think if we chisel this back just a little tiny bit more, then we should be able to at least fit a small pen here without it looking like too congested. And the main thing is it's a little bit away from our house, so we might not hear sheep and cow noises constantly. Let's see, a 5x5. I think that should work good. Yeah, so we'll, again, a little bit close to that edge, but if we wanted to, we can just terraform that cliff a little bit like we did on the other side, but I think for now I'm probably just gonna leave it, and we will actually get ready and we will go out and see if we can't find hopefully some cows first. If I find cows, I'll probably just leave it at cows and we'll find something else to do. But if I find sheep, then I'm probably gonna have to come back and find cows because I like to work with villagers a lot, and in order to do that, I definitely am gonna need a good source of leather to make books to trade with librarians, and you guys know how it goes. Let's gather this coal while we're here. Remember, early game, pretty much gather any ores you come across. Even if it's like out of your way a tiny bit, it's worth it to stop and get whatever's here. We're on our way to explore anyway, and oh, look at that. Sheep right off the bat. Okay, one sheep. Was it just one sheep? Nope, I hear a second one. Okay. Come here, sheep. Bam. Look, they want to come with me. I didn't even have to tie them up. They were just like, yeah, we'll come and hang out. Okay. So let's get, whoa. So one thing I realized while I was recording this episode is that I had outdated driver, and when I was editing the video and cutting a bunch of the wandering around out, I realized that I didn't update my driver, so that's why once or twice you'll see a little bit of a glitch. Let's clear out some trees. I don't think this is the way I came in, that's for sure. Hopefully these guys can squeeze through here without any issues. Come on. Oh my god, what'd I get myself into? Okay, let's get out of these trees for a second. Let's get out of these trees. So I know we're not far from our house. We should just have to... Come on, guys. Up here. I have an apple in my hand, like I'm gonna like taunt them with an apple, but that doesn't work. You need wheat. But I just think it's funny that I have an apple in my hand and oh, one wants to go. He doesn't want to hang out with us at all. He's like, no. So now I can't really say that they're leaving or they're coming with us on their own free will, considering the one is facing the other way and like pulling. But look, that actually wasn't too bad, considering I thought sometimes they can take you like up to an hour to find your first cows or your first sheep. So that wasn't too bad. That was basically like 5 minutes away from our doorstep. So let's do what we do best. Let's get our leads back. Because like I said, we're going to have to go after the cows. Place a block so we can hop over here quick. And then quickly break this and replace the fence gate so that they don't get out. Okay, so now is a big question. What is it going to be like to get cows? I guess we will take a little bit of a stroll and find a spot to set this pen up. I didn't want to set one up as close to the house as I'm gonna, but at least if I do it here, then I don't have to clear a bunch of trees again. And like I said, we can change this all later if we really want to, but I actually think it's not going to be that much of a deal. So we're going to craft a couple more fences here. Just have to make some sticks and a couple more planks. And then we'll get the recipe up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, how many of you guys use the crafting recipe and how many of you guys like put the recipes in yourself. I could do it, but I just find it takes me longer. So I just have always used the crafting recipe. But yeah, 90% of the recipes I probably do know off by heart by now. Make sure we counted this properly. We're just going to make 5x5 pens, not counting the corners, so technically they're like 6x6 or 7x7, whatever. But at least let's just fill this in a tiny little bit, or I'm not going to be able to walk around this at all. But what I think we're gonna do now is go on the search for some cows. And to be honest, guys, I cut away a bunch because I walked around for, I think this is my first full night and my second day. So I just cut away a bunch of it because it was literally nothing. These are the first animals that I've even seen. So I brought you guys in so we could at least kill some pigs, get a little bit of meat in case we don't find cows like quickly, but I'm not really in a rush. But I didn't want to make a whole video of us running around in circles looking for mobs. So I cut away a bunch of it after we built that pen. And then, like I said, the pigs were the first animals I saw, so I brought you in for that. And now we'll hang out and hopefully find something a little bit better than pigs, because pigs suck. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Rest in peace, Technoblade. But if you didn't notice, another edit because there was literally nothing. I thought because the mountains are behind us there and then the lake is in front of us that there, oh, we are not going to go there. Cows or no cows, I'm sorry, gotta go. But like I said, oh, we're going to go home and sleep here quick. That is now officially our second full day of wandering around looking for cows. But like I said, I'm not going to give up doing it. And I think I ended up walking around probably in total for about 35 minutes. Up until the point where I cut away and made that edit before we went to sleep. Just because there was literally nothing going on. But hopefully, if we go a little bit further than we did before, grab a little bit of wood. I think if it's too forested, then mobs have a hard time spawning in here. So the odd time I've just been running around and smacking a tree here and there, we could use the wood anyway. And that's one thing about Minecraft, unless you build like an automatic tree farm, you will chop wood from the start of your world to the end of your world. You might not always have to go mining for stuff, but you will always be chopping wood. Always. It's used in the handle of every single tool that we have. Okay, so let's head towards the mountain a little bit, but not in the snow, because I'm pretty sure mobs don't spawn in the snow. Well, except for rabbits. See, you can tell I've been here, because I chopped those trees down probably the last time I was out here, looking for cows, opening this area up just so I could try to get something to spawn in here. But I had zero luck. So like I said, we're going to head a little bit closer to the mountain because... And we might as well grab some seeds, I guess. Fill up that crop for more than, what, nine plants or whatever it was. But these mountains are nuts. I would like to do something close by them, but it'll be something that I do way later on when I have a better block palette and like better things to work with. But yeah, the mountains here are really cool. Like I said, when I start a Minecraft world, I usually just stick with the spawn they give me and try to make it work. Don't forget, you can always move away from spawn like at a later date when you're in a better place and have elytra, and so I'm never stuck on like having the best spawn. Oh, I heard a cow. I heard a cow. Oh, I heard multiple cows. Okay. Okay, come home with me. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably half an hour of wandering around looking for cows. But now we're in the home stretch. We just gotta get them all the way around this water and all the way through that birch and oak forest and all the way through the spruce forest until we get to where we live. It's actually quite a distance. Oh, I know you don't want to come with us, buddy. I'm sorry. I was just saying how nice the mountain scenery was, and I took you away from it, didn't I? Honestly, guys, I'm going to take a minute to just thank you for checking out these videos, giving me the time of day, taking time out of your life to come and hang out in live streams and joining up on the Discord and commenting and liking the videos. It actually means a lot. We're getting there slowly. I think we're at over 270 subscribers. The Discord's got like over 90 people. So make sure, if you guys want to, come and hang out. Even if you're not super enjoying the content, come on, guys, let's go. Come and hang out in a live stream. Come and hang out in the Discord. I play a lot of Roblox. I'm definitely going to stay on this Minecraft series because I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm also using this as a chance to practice my editing. This video might not be the best because it's the first time, and I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to wait to see if people noticed, but it's the first time I'm doing a voiceover so that you guys don't have to hear my mouse and keyboard click constantly. I'm not going to lie, I'm having the worst luck with these cows. Come on, get up here. I'm not breaking the entire landscape for you guys. Let's go. But like I said, this is the first time that I'm doing a voiceover on my video, and it was hard because I had to edit it with a voice, and that was kind of scary because I had to decide what parts I was going to keep and what parts I was going to cut. So let me know in the comments, guys, what I could improve on, what you enjoy about them. Let me know what your favorite color is. Anything. Okay, so now hopefully, come on, get up here. We shouldn't be too much further away because I'm pretty sure just over this last little hill here, we're going to start to get into the spruce. I think that cow just yelled at me. That poor cow faces the opposite direction every time we stop. I literally have to like pull him to get him to come. Come on, buddy. I know you don't want to come home, but my house is nice, and you can live there peacefully forever. We're not going to tell him that eventually he will die, because he will get mixed up with all the other random cows, and I will never be able to find him again. But we're going to keep that part to ourselves. So I'm pretty sure just down this little culvert-y thing. Come on, buddy. Are you stuck again? Come on. Yo, tell your brother or sister to behave. I'll just slingshot you guys. Okay, so here's the spruce. Whoa, almost fell in a hole. Don't need to be doing that. So this is the spruce forest, which means I should just have to go through this a little tiny bit, and we should be at our house. I don't remember a fallen tree, though. Maybe we're going to come out on the other side of it. Yeah, I think we're going to come out on the other side. I heard my lead break. Thankfully, I heard it break. And look at him. He's trying to take off already. He's like, nope, not having it. But I'm sorry, buddy. You are now mine. And you will be coming home. Oh, if you don't get stuck in a tree. Yo, I'm not going to lie. The animals in this world have not cooperated with me. But like with a lot of like frustrating or like complicated parts of Minecraft, usually you just have to do it once and then it's done forever. So I just keep telling myself, we only got, oh, there's some snow, see? Now we're in the snowy area, which means we've gone a little bit too far to the left, which would be east. So we just have to go over here and we should start to see like a wide open area. There we go. There's our sheep. See, look, we have a nice little area for you guys. I actually think you're going to grow to like it. So we will hopefully get these guys in here without any more effort. But I shouldn't say that. That overly wasn't too bad. I think I took like a really awkward way to get back home. So they kept getting snagged on stuff, but just like that, we're going to break our lead like we did the last time, except for this time I think I can ninja jump in there. And then we can just break one of these fences, pop out, and pop it back in. And just like that, we now have a crop growing. We have sheep, we have cows, we have the foundation of a little house. Our crops haven't grown anything yet, but we can put this seed down that we gathered while we were on our journey. And yeah, overall, I think that's not bad progress for episode number 2, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. But on that note, guys, we are going to end the video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed episode number 2. We got some crops established. We got some animals. We got our house started. I don't think we're doing too bad, guys. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye for now.